to Vegan Style Life.
I'm James Lucas from Great Cat. We sell high-quality vegan and eco-friendly clothing and accessories.
And I am Ellen Champion of Champion Relationship Coaching, and I help people with their relationships as well as to find the right partner. So we have some good stuff for you today. Do you have a review?
I do. We were in California last week, and we went to Veggie Grill, and it was so good that we went there 3 times.
I think he might have liked it.
Yeah, it was pretty good. So we got off the plane, we drove right there, and I was starving, so I had their Mondo nachos with corn chips, grilled chicken, queso chorizo sauce, black beans, tomatoes, green onions, mashed avocado, and jalapenos.
Oh, wow.
And so we were waiting for our friend, so we had like a 2-hour wait, so that's what I ate when I got there. And then when they came for dinner, they had a summer special of backyard spicy fried chicken with 3 pieces spicy fried chicken, half street corn, which was corn and vegan butter and herbs and spices, pinto bean stew, cauli mashed potatoes, and porcini gravy and barbecue sauce.
Is it porcini or porcini? I always wondered.
I do not know.
Okay.
It was delicious.
Because I always say porcini. So
okay, porcini then.
No, I could be wrong. I have been wrong before.
It sounds Italian, so porcini makes more sense.
Okay.
And then we went to my sister's, and we spent the night, and we had lunch the next day at another Veggie Grill. And that day I had the Beyond Burger with the Beyond Meat Burger, American cheese, grilled onions, house-made sauce, tomato, iceberg lettuce, sesame seed bun. And then it comes with a side of fries, or there's a couple sides you can pick.
So I was at I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but I just want, but I am. But it's about the Beyond Burger. I did not have it, but I went to a potluck, a vegan potluck, and they were serving Beyond Burgers. And someone said, oh, it's so good because it tastes just like a real hamburger, which is why I did not have it, because that would not be good for me.
Yeah.
But did it taste that real? What's your opinion?
It's hard to remember what burgers taste like, but yes, it's a good... Well, this goes into our topic today. It's a good transitioning thing.
Yeah.
Where it still tastes like that. You still get those flavors that you remember from your childhood and going out to dinner, but it's vegan.
Yeah, it's vegan. Okay.
So, I mean, it's a delicious burger,
right.
But yeah, I can see how it freaks you out.
I can't have anything that supposedly anyway tastes like the real stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we'll eat the Gardein fish patties that are so weird. Yeah. There are some foods that we eat that are on that weird spectrum. Like, it's vegan, but then it's bringing back all these memories of the non-vegan stuff.
Yeah, and it's so weird because I do make on occasion no tuna. I really have to change these things. So my husband and I decided to call no tuna chickpea salad. But it tastes, I think, and of course I'm vegan for so long. Who the hell, maybe it doesn't taste like that to anybody else, but that doesn't bother me. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we were in the grocery store and we found the vegan tuna that comes in a tuna can.
Oh, okay.
So it comes in I don't know. I think it's still in the closet. We haven't tried it, but yeah, I mean, we used to like tuna fish sandwiches too. So
we should try it on camera.
We can. We should start getting some products to try.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Would you like that? Okay.
And then when we came back from our vacation, we stayed at my sister's again and had dinner at Veggie Grill. And so I had the buffalo wings with celery sticks with creamy ranch dressing, and then the cauli mashed potatoes and gravy with cauliflower blended with mashed potatoes, and then the gravy.
So when he says cauli mashed, you're talking about cauliflower.
Right.
Yeah, so just so you know.
Yeah. So, Yeah, it's cauliflower and mashed potatoes put together.
So it's both put together.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I thought it was like smashed cauliflower.
Yeah, I know. I've seen that. Instead of mashed potatoes.
Yeah, that's what I make, and
Yeah.
it's so unbelievable.
No, this is both of them. It's delicious.
Yeah. Oh, all right.
And so what's nice about Veggie Grill is they have 23 locations in California.
And what's bad about them is there's none in Pennsylvania.
No, there's none on the east. There's none out of California, Oregon, or Washington. They have 2 in Oregon and 3 in Washington.
But they might be coming our way. Have you asked?
I can't remember if they came out or Native Foods came out east.
Native Foods did.
Native Foods did, and then they all went out of business. So I don't know what happened because Native Foods was really good too.
Yeah, you liked it? See, I didn't like Native Foods. I only went to one though. Maybe it's unfair for me. I went to one in D.C.
The one in D.C. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. Like
Well,
it.
I mean, it depends what you want. I mean, if you're a vegan fast food junkie like I am, it's delicious. But if you're a raw vegan, it probably wasn't so good.
Right. Yeah, I don't have very much processed foods at home. In fact, I have no processed foods at home. Everything is, from the produce section. So.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on your...
Okay.
So...
Maybe that's it.
That's the restaurant review I have.
So these were 3 different
times.
Veggie Grills.
2 different Veggie Grills.
2 different Veggie Grills. What was the other one?
One was in San Jose and one was in Walnut Creek.
But I thought you said you said 3 things. No?
We ate 3 different times.
Oh, I see.
One was in San Jose and one was in Walnut.
Oh, okay.
But 2 different Veggie Grills. So,
perfect. So now if you're going to California, you could check it out.
Yeah,
I just love that we do that. It's not just in Pennsylvania. We review restaurants wherever we are, and it's kind of
cool. I mean, I'm
really
going
cool.
to Connecticut. I'll be going to Atlanta. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking going to Tampa. So I'll have some more stuff as we go along through the year.
Yeah, and I'm going to New York City this weekend, and the week after I'm going to St. Louis, Missouri. So I'll have some stuff there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So at Great Cat, we usually sell a bunch of cat stuff, but we just got dog stuff in.
Okay.
This is it's not only a wallet, but a purse. It's got a pocket on here for your cell phone, but then it also opens up and you have a shoulder strap, and then it's got the wallet spots in here too. So it's a nice change if you just want to carry this when you have a big purse, or if you want to you're going out.
Yeah, that's kind of good if you're going to a city, because you could just put it around your whole shoulder thing there, and it's safe and it's not heavy. And
it's
and
tiny.
It looks like leather, but it is not leather.
No, it's actually compostable and recyclable plastic.
Wow, I love that. That is so cool.
So that's on greatcat.com.
He's attacking me.
That's on greatcat.com for 30. Or we also have these nice coin purses in different colors.
Very nice.
With the dog on them. And
Lotus scooter? Is that?
Yeah, it's a little scooter on here, and then the dog. And that comes in 3 colors for $12. And what's nice about this is it has a key ring. So it's good for your money and your ID. And then it's got a back pocket for your ID, or a lot of people use their train passes on here or whatever. Something you need to get.
That's a great idea.
So
train passes. If you live in the city, that's a great thing to do.
Yeah. So these are 12. So those are available on greatcat.com.
Okay, and these are the dog ones. He has
other. Yeah, there's cats, there's elephants.
I love the elephant ones.
Yeah, so there's different versions of it too, but those are the newest ones on the website.
Okay, thank you for sharing. I love that.
So, do you want to start with your news? Or?
Yeah, let's get into the news. And as we said before, our topic is about transitioning into a vegan lifestyle. So we'll get into that as soon as we're done with the news. I have such wonderful news. I'm so excited. I feel like putting out a big party to celebrate. The American Medical Association held a conference in Chicago, and they announced that based on scientific study, all hospitals and medical institutions should not only start to offer plant-based foods in every facility, but should also remove all meat, dairy, and eggs from their menus. Woohoo! So if that's not good enough news, the result is, after the conference, is, and this is a quote, resolved that our American Medical Association hereby call on U.S. hospitals to improve the health of patients, staff, and visitors by 1, providing and promoting plant-based meals that are low in fat, sodium, and added sugars for hospital patients, staff, and visitors, and 2, eliminating the use of all processed meats from patient menus, directive to take action. And there's the end of the quote. I am so excited! Woohoo, America! We're finally catching up.
The medical industry is finally catching up.
Yeah, right. The American Medical Association. Well, it's about time.
It's definitely about time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a tough thing because, like, if people get healthy, that's less money for the hospitals, but it gives the doctors the really hard cases that really need to be worked on. Because there's no reason a lot of people need to go in for some of these procedures. I mean, we could almost wipe out heart attacks. We could wipe out diabetes. You know, a lot of the cancers would go down. Like, a lot of this stuff would go away.
Yeah.
And so our medical bills would go down with that.
And the only thing that I could see happening is that the medical industry will be transitioning and evolving into something else.
Yeah.
You know, there's still going to be doctors. We still need doctors. I mean, just because we're vegan, it doesn't mean that we don't ever get sick. It just means that maybe people would be specializing in different diseases than the diseases that the having a vegan lifestyle helps to avoid. Did I say that correctly?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so that's wonderful news. I am proud of you, America. Thank you.
So Market Research Future just came out with a survey and said that the vegan cheese or alternative cheese, vegan cheese industry is set to be worth $3.5 billion by 2023. So that's huge.
That is huge. We're doing it. We are doing it, vegans.
Well, every time a company comes out with a new cheese, I mean, if you go to Whole Foods, you're starting to see that little, or the grocery store, you're starting to see that little section double in size. Like, now it's not just Miyoko's or Heidi Ho or some of the other brands, but yeah, I mean, it's growing. A lot of people are starting to make. Yeah. So that's good news.
Excellent news. Excellent news. I just love seeing progress. It makes me feel so good.
And also in this article, it says soy-based non-dairy cheese takes the lead with a predicted 54.3% of market share by 2017. So, Europe's leading this with Germany leading by 7.9%. So it's pretty awesome.
And that's vegan cheese.
That is. That's an actual recipe. You can even make your own cheese.
Oh, yeah. Cashew cheese.
Cashew cheese.
As far as I'm concerned, that is the best. Cashew cheese is the best. You want to show them that picture so they could see? Look, that looks just like cheese.
It looks exactly like cheese.
But it's compassionate and it doesn't kill you. What a concept.
I've taken the Miyoko's cheese to my parents' house for when we were having wine and cheese, and they loved it. So it's one
and where
of those.
Did you get it?
I think we got it at Whole Foods. And I think Miyoko's is in all the Whole Foods.
Okay, cool.
Let's see. Argentinian president announces Vegan Mondays, which is huge because Argentina is a big cattle raising country. Yeah. So for them to be like, this is this is important that we're going to at least do this on Mondays. Mm-hmm. Is pretty big, and they are doing it because of global warming.
Oh.
So
it's funny that you should bring that up, because the vegan potluck that we went to, there was a speaker there about global warming, and it is terrifying. It really is.
Yeah.
He tours America, actually. His name is Anthony Marr, Marr. If you want to check it out, please do so.
And then Stephen Colbert lost a bet, so he's going vegan for 17 days. We'll see if that...
I'm dying to know what the bet is. I think it sounds to me he won the bet.
Well, yeah, I mean, it says he lost the bet, so he has to go vegan for 17 days.
But it doesn't say what the bet was?
Well, the bets he has to go vegan. Well, I mean, I see what you're getting at. Yeah, that was the punishment, was that he had to go vegan for 17 days.
What a punishment. He's going to feel so much better.
So the herbivorous butcher and Not a Moo sent him vegan meats and ice cream. So that was part of and cheeses, and so...
That is so funny. I'm dying to know what the end result is.
Yeah,
when
we'll
did he start?
The article's from July 14th, so probably last week sometime.
Okay, July 14th. All right.
We'll see if that sticks, or, he was making fun of it. He's like, I'm just going to eat Pop-Tarts, which Pop-Tarts are not vegan because...
Right. Oh, I'm sure there's dairy in it.
Gelatin. I think there's gelatin. Oh, the
gelatin. There's no dairy? Well, it has to be casein at least.
Well, in the article it said there's eggs in them. But okay. I thought the only thing... I thought it was just gelatin in the frosting.
The reason why I keep on looking back is his cat Linus is behind me, wanting some love. So. And
then Germans are ditching traditional meat dishes for vegan versions, and this is a big deal because
they are huge beef.
Yeah, it says traditional pork-based dishes are now becoming vegan options, and so over the last 11 years, pork eating has gone down as they become more aware of not only the violence against animals, but the violence against the environment that these is causing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is pretty big because even their 167-year-old beer hall has a vegan menu. And a 183-year-old sausage producer now makes veggie schnitzels, hams, and sausages, including a pea protein Leberwurst, which is traditionally made from pig liver. So if we're seeing these giant old companies making vegan options, it's
incredible.
Yeah,
it is totally incredible.
And as it grows, they're going to make more money and realize that it's not worth it to do animal-based products anymore. So those are all some good news here.
Okay, so yay, we have tons of good news today. Okay, so our topic is transitioning. And transitioning could be as easy as it was for me, or it could be as difficult as it is to wherever it is difficult for. It could be as easy as you want or as difficult as you want. And it really comes down to, in my opinion, your attitude. I have to just say that first before we go into the different steps of transitioning. Because if you just say, you know what, that's it, that's not food. If there's meat or meat byproducts in it or tested on animals or anything, it's not food and it's not the products that I'm going to get. It's just not an option, then it's easy because it's not an option. It's just not there. I know for me, whenever I go to, now I pretty much just go to vegan restaurants. Very rarely do I go to another restaurant unless someone, is with me that's not vegan, and we have to just sort of, do the best for the both of us. But that's really rare. But when I did go to non-vegan restaurants, being vegan, I would see cheese and, just like what's on the menu, cheese, eggs, hamburger, steak. I don't know I never like steak, but but whatever it is. And I didn't see those words. As soon as I read them, I saw videos and I saw pictures of them being raped, tortured, and murdered. That's not an option. It's just, for me, it was just not an option. So I'm fortunate. It was just not not a difficult thing for me to do. But if it is, if you're saying, oh no, I miss it, I love it, I can't believe I have to do this, well then of course you're going to have more difficult times. So it's really the attitude that you have and how passionate you are about being vegan and living a vegan lifestyle. So that being said, unless you have anything on that.
No, I mean, attitudes.
Attitude's everything.
Yeah, and how you look at it is when you walk into a grocery store and you walk into the meat section, you see food or you see...
A cemetery.
A cemetery will...
I see a cemetery.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I started to see too, is like, this is disgusting. It smells gross.
Actually, I don't even go there anymore.
Yeah.
I avoid that area. I do not see it. I just don't even go to that section. I just can't, because I just want to dig them up and I can't. I'll just start crying, so I can't do that. I've gotten to that point. I just can't.
It's definitely and it is tough sometimes, because like this last week I was with my family and this is the first time with my family that I felt excluded from food, because usually when we visit my parents it's just us. So my parents make vegan meals and my mom really goes out of her way to make vegan dishes that we all share. But this week it was the complete opposite. Now I know what it's like not to have that support, that like we ate our meals separately. We ate our meals separately from them. We tried to pair them up, so like if they had spaghetti, we had spaghetti, but if they were barbecuing, we barbecued. But that was tough sometimes, and the us preparing our food and them preparing our foods put at different time periods. So like we'd finish eating and then they would come eat. So that was the first time that I really felt that what it's like not to be supported by your family during this.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No,
I know it's tough.
No, it was a good. It was kind of a good wake up call, because I've never really experienced it before this. So, But at least
you know that they are supportive.
Yeah, they're supportive.
Just, they couldn't oblige.
Yeah, I mean,
that time.
And it was tough because my mom made a rice dish. She's like, "Oh, you can't have that because it's got chicken stock in it." I'm like, "Well, why'd you buy chicken stock?" But she did come back and she's like, "Do you have vegan butter? I'm gonna make garlic bread." So it took a week before it finally clicked in that we're not sharing meals together. That we're So it was one of those. It was a reminder that sometimes families don't.
Yeah, and that's and it's okay as long as you're being true to veganism, and your belief system and your values, then it's all okay. I mean, you're still spending time with your family. You're just doing it differently. That's all.
Yeah.
So, all right. So that would be the first thing. Do you want to? Shall I just continue? What did you want to say?
Well, I guess we should talk about our transition too, because they're so different. Like, because when I transitioned, I took the slow way. Like, first we took meat off our plate, and then we learned how to cook vegetarian. We were vegetarian for 8 years, and then finally, after 8 years, I started the Bucks County Vegan Supper Club, and I realized that this is stupid. Why am I still eating? I mean, it's not even like I had eggs or dairy in the house. They weren't in the house. I guess cheese was the only thing that was in the house at that point. There might have been milk in the house, I guess, for cereals and stuff. But so once I had the Vegan Supper Club, I knew that it's stupid for me still have those things in the house. So we made the switch. But
and did you at that moment? Did you make the switch quickly? It was just boom, that was it, or did you still?
No,
have
I think we finished what was in the house, and then that was it.
Okay.
So
that makes sense.
Yeah. So we took the long road. Now I know you.
Well, I don't know if it was that much different, really. I was a pescatarian, which means I started off as a pescatarian, which means I ate fish and dairy and eggs. So I guess a pescatarian, ovo, vegetarian. And that was only because of my knowledge base. I just did not know. I just saw fish differently. I didn't know about the dairy stuff. So that was only because of my knowledge base at that time, not because I was trying to go slow. At that point, that's what I thought was a healthy diet for me. That's what I thought was, I was taking care of all the herd animals. I didn't realize the other ones got hurt also. So it was just due to my knowledge base, not because I wanted to go slow. And then at one point I said, oh my God, fish really, I don't know why I didn't see it. I should have, because I hated seeing fish in the market and with the eyes staring at me, and I would cry. So, I don't know where my head was at. Maybe I was in denial. I don't know, but I honestly did not realize it. So, I became totally vegetarian. I did have eggs at that point, but they were not bought eggs. I had someone who I know who had chickens on their land, called them pets. And I figured, well, if they're not being hurt, they're being loved, they're being taken care of. So I didn't see any, because it's not like you're really hurting anybody.
Yeah.
So I did have eggs, even though so anyway, I did have that. I stopped dairy as soon as I realized that they have, and I never say this right, what is it, retin?
Oh, from the cheese?
Yeah, the cheese.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think it's called retin. Forgive me if I'm saying it wrong. I never remember how it's said. And what it is it's a stomach lining from a cow or something.
A calf.
A calf.
Yeah.
So once I realized that, I'm like, oh, all vegetarians are meat eaters. I'm like, okay, we're not even vegetarians at that point. So I just stopped. As soon as I knew that, I stopped. So the one thing about me is that I went through my knowledge base but at the same time, as soon as I found something, I stopped it. There was no weaning it off. Mm-hmm. I just totally stopped it. I even threw it out of the house because to me, I didn't even want to go near there. So in one respect, I went slowly, but that was only because of my knowledge base, not because I wanted to go slowly. But as soon as I knew something, that was it. I stopped totally, 100% just stopped. And that's when I became vegan. So yeah, in one respect, I went slowly, but in another respect, it just happened. But if you wanted to go slowly, there are so many ways you can do that. There's Meatless Mondays. And then you can go to Meatless Mondays and Tuesdays, or however you want to do it. You could just add days as you proceed. But you could also say, every morning, every breakfast, I'm going to have a vegan meal, or every dinner, I'm going to have a vegan meal, and then inch forward from there. You could, for the people who are, and this is, I don't know how you feel about this, but I'm so tired of hearing people, oh, but I really love eating this, so I can't stop this, I can't stop that, but I really do care. Well, for those people, I say, fine. If you don't want to start with the food, then start with your personal care products and your cleaning products. So there's all different ways to start. You could also just start with one substitute at a time. Substitute eggs, substitute in a baking, or, however you want to do it. But there's so many different ways to inch forward into it if you're not like me and just say, nope, that's it. You could also go online or get cookbooks, but there's tons of recipes online also. It is incredible. And whatever is your favorite dish to make, I am telling you now, there is a vegan way of doing it. So just go online. If lasagna is your favorite thing, look up vegan lasagna. If tiramisu is your favorite dessert, look up vegan tiramisu. It is there. So everything that you love, you can eat. It's just, it would be done vegan, which means compassionate. Okay, so, and healthy. So the other thing is the transitional foods. Since you're more, you eat more of like that stuff, I think that you would be probably better to talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, Gardein seems to be at every grocery store.
And Gardein is?
Gardein is a meat substitute. So they make chicken strips, they make crab patties, they make fish sticks.
Burgers?
They make burgers. Okay. I don't think they make a hot dog, but I know they make burgers. So it's really a meat substitute. So, if you have to have a meat on there, then this is a great transition food.
It really is.
It's they have buffalo wings, and then there's Ives. They make all the vegan lunch meats. They have pepperoni. They have salami. They have ham. They have turkey. So, and
tofurkey does too.
Yes, Ives and tofurkey.
I used to really love the tofurkey roasted turkey. To me, it doesn't really taste like it, but I love it. It's such a good taste.
And then we really like
with the Veganese, which is I love Veganese. Like when I had the turkey sandwich, I would put Veganese on it, which is vegan mayonnaise. But now Hellmann's has a vegan mayonnaise too.
Hellmann's,
which is really good. So
and Just Mayo. We're now starting to see vegan butters come online.
Well, they have Earth Balance.
Well, Earth Balance was a vegan butter, but we're also seeing it's not butter, that brand.
Yeah.
They actually have
Parquet. Is that Parquet?
No, it's called Better Than Butters.
Okay, well, we'll get back to you.
We'll get back to you. We'll put a link on this. They have a vegan butter now that they switched, so that's gigantic. Because Unilever owns Hellmann's, and they own this butter company, and they have a environmental thing, and they're starting to see their sales grow in the vegan market. They own Ben & Jerry's, so that's why we're seeing ice cream out of them.
Oh, all right. Very nice.
So they are starting to see that they're making a ton of money from this stuff, that they're starting to switch over some of their products.
I tried that, I forgot what it's called, but the vegan egg, like you can make scrambled eggs. Have you tried it?
Yeah, I tried it when I was in LA.
What did you think?
I thought it was good.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I mean, it's not perfect, I don't think, but it was as close as I think you can get. It was really amazing. You can make omelets out of it. You can make scrambled eggs out of it. Not poached. I don't think.
No. Yeah. It looks like a scrambled egg.
Yeah. The texture was right on. It was just unbelievable. It was beautiful. It was like a great thing. Yeah. When I helped my son move, I bought it and for him, and I tried it out. It was really, really good. Yeah. Do you remember the name of it?
It's the vegan egg, isn't it?
Maybe that's all it is.
I think that's
okay.
It. Yeah.
And I found it just in where did I find it? In a grocery store. It was just it was in Hannaford's in New York City. In New York, not New York City, but New York. But anyway, so it's there. It's in grocery stores.
Yeah, I mean, there's always scrambled eggs for breakfast or your thing for brunch or whatever. Scrambled tofu is just as good.
I love scrambled tofu.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh my goodness, it is so good. Go look for the recipe. It's really good. You have homework. Go look for this recipe. It's really, really good. But anyway, so we have, as a vegan, there are so many substitutional products out there. There are burgers and sausages and I don't know, what are all the meats? All the deli meats. Veggie burgers. There's just tons of eggs now.
Tofurkey has a ham that's really good.
Yeah, all the
that's one of the
deli
things
meats.
you're missing.
Yeah.
No, it's actually a ham.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's actually
sorry, you're talking
like,
to a Jewish person.
I know.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's actually a full ham. So
Okay.
I mean, that was pretty close to that smoky flavor that you get from a ham that people like.
Not me.
Not.
I'm not into smoky flavors.
We really like.
And they have vegan bacon.
Yeah.
Right? They have vegan bacon.
There's different vegan bacons.
And vegan fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a Japanese or Chinese company that makes all of the fish products, like the shrimp, the vegan shrimp and fish. So you can buy that stuff. Like whatever it is, there's a replacement for it.
So, years ago it was really much more difficult because there was nothing in grocery stores. Basically, you had to just eat whole foods, vegetables, fruits, nuts, seeds, boom, that's it. But now, I gotta tell you, there's no excuse. I'm sorry, but I'm taking all your excuses away. There is no excuse. If you want to really love the animals and the environment and yourself, you have to be vegan. It's just the way it is. And there's no excuse because the others are not options, and there's so many options as far as transitional foods. So all the excuses are taken away, and now you could proceed forward. Okay, so what's also very helpful is forming a vegan community, because there are going to be people, most probably, that see you with 5 heads. They just see you as a weirdo, an instigator, a rebel, whatever it is. So, a liberal, whatever they see you as and want to call you. So it's really important to form a vegan community. So how you do that is so many different ways. You can go on meetup.com. Your name. James here. I told you I had very little sleep last night. James here has a meetup group called the Bucks County
Vegan Supper Club.
Vegan Supper Club. And there's so many. They're all over the place. There's social groups. There's vegan potluck groups. There are vegan political groups. There are just so many types of vegan communities in the meetup.com. So go to meetup.com online and just research vegan, and all this stuff will pop up in your area. So
and if there's not one in your area, start one, because I'm telling you, even if you don't know any vegans,
they will be there.
We went from 2 people to over 550 in the last...
2 people is you and your wife?
Yeah. So to now we're over 550, and we've created community. We have friends. We go camping. We have board night. We have barbecues.
Parties.
It's amazing.
They have vegan Thanksgivings. They have tons of stuff. And this is just one meetup group in the area that's for vegans.
1 out of 3 or 4 now, because it was only
now
2
there's a
of
raw
them.
Vegan meetup group too.
Yeah, so
which I'll be joining
over
as well.
the last 7 years that we've been doing this, other groups have showed up, because when we started it, there was a New Jersey, Pennsylvania one, but they would do stuff in Philly, or they would do stuff up in northern New Jersey, so it didn't really make sense for us to join. I mean, we joined it, but we didn't really participate.
Yeah, so, again, that would be such a huge help to you to find friends that are vegan. You can go out. There's no, where are we going to go? I want to be vegan. They don't want to be vegan. It's just so much easier. And you could have vegan potluck Thanksgiving meals together and whatever. So, or just go to a vegan restaurant for Thanksgiving. Or
do carrot mobs, where a group of you gets together and just goes to a restaurant and have them cook vegan meals.
What is it called?
Carrot mob.
I have never heard of this. I just learned something new. Carrot
Carrot Mob.
MOB.
Yeah, so you just get a group of vegans together and you go to a restaurant and you ask them to make the whole table a vegan meal.
Oh wow, I want to do that.
Yeah, we should try to organize.
We should do that. That will get people changing their menu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you call and you're like, oh, we have 10 vegans coming, it's like, well, we don't have anything. Well, you just shut down $300 or $400 worth of money, especially if it's a non-popular night. If it's like a Monday or a Tuesday where they don't really get a lot of people, $300 is gigantic to a restaurant.
Yeah, you have to do it when they're not so busy.
Yeah, because a Friday or Saturday they won't care, but a Monday or Tuesday they'll definitely take notice of.
Yes, that's very true. The only thing is if it's a place that doesn't have anything, can you trust them?
No, we found
that's
that
the
out.
only thing. Okay. So that's our. I can't think of anything else as far as transitioning, but that's really all you need. Okay, so you need great recipes. You need to have the right attitude, and diligent about how you believe this is right, and just go with that. You need to have more vegan people in your life, so you need to build up a vegan community. Get your recipes, know what, and you can just go online and look up all the different transitional foods too, vegan products, and you could, what I did one time was, I can't find anything like this here, but when I was in the Hudson Valley, New York, there was a great place. It's called Nature's Pantry. Thank you, I remembered. Nature's Pantry. And I love that place. It was a huge grocery store, but it was all health foods. So it wasn't just vegan, but there was tons and tons of vegan stuff. It was mostly vegan. And I went there, and the very, very, very first time I went there, I spoke to the manager, and I said, listen, my husband and I, we're becoming pescatarians at that point, pescatarians, I really don't know what you have and what's, where to go. Can you help us? He spent 4 hours.
Oh, jeez.
I am telling you, we went up and down the aisles. Now I'm not saying everybody's going to be as awesome as this man. I will never forget him. His name was Frank. If you're watching, Frank, thank you. And he was just amazing. He went up and down the aisles with us, spoke to us about everything and different recipes, and he was just incredible. He spoke about nutrition with us and different supplements that maybe we should have, and he was just incredible. It was the most awesome 4 hours. It really was. So I'm not saying everybody's going to do that, but you would be amazed if you go to the right place how many people would be there for you. Really. Yeah. Even if you're in a grocery store and you're in the nature aisle, the natural food aisle, and someone else is there, talk to them. I mean, they might not be vegan just because they're in the natural food section, but if you talk to them and find out, maybe they are, and they'll help you. So, but there's also tons of information online. So,
yeah, I mean, if you're hanging out there and you notice someone's looking at the soy yogurt, then you're onto something.
Well, that, or they need help too.
They may need help too, so maybe you can help each other.
Okay, and also, please, if you have any questions, just let us know on Facebook or YouTube or whatever. Just put down a comment, and we'll be very happy to be there for you in any way we can.
Yep.
Yeah.
So please leave a review on iTunes. Share this video.
Subscribe to this video on YouTube.
Join our Facebook group at Vegan Styled Life. We want to hear from you. So.
Yeah, please, let us know what you think. Please let us know how to improve it if you feel that it needs to be improved. Please let us know any questions that you have. Please let us know maybe there's a restaurant you want us to even review. Anything at all. Please let us know. We would really appreciate it. And thank you so much for spending your time with us. Thank you. Have a great day.
Bye.